have a good time with us tonight. Would you please give it up for our crew who spent the day just setting up. Please give it up for my very good friend, Justin. It's truly incredible that it seems like everything changes so quickly. The world's moving so fast. Nothing stays the same. There's so many seasons of my life that I wish that I had back, that I could try again, that I could just live in again. And I'm reminded again what makes music so special and incredible is that it can bring you back to that season where you needed it. It can bring you back that season you felt most alive, that season where you felt like all the questions you had were answered, everything was in order. And even after all this time, putting distance between the last time that we played in this city, the last time we played in a room this size, it's amazing to be able to go back and remember where I was, why I wrote these songs and why I said these things, and seeing them now from a different angle. It just means a lot that we are able to continue to play music. And live music is very alive, and you guys get to experience that with us. Thank you so much. Let's try to make it in music. I didn't know how long we would be able to. Most bands don't do this. They don't get to do this. They don't have fans that take them to different seasons. They usually leave their favorite bands back in the past, and for you guys to still be here, we'll always be here. Well, that's enough of that. You get what I'm saying.
You're being kind of gay.
This song is called Stressed Out. How do we do for you? Did we do okay? Did we do okay? Man, this altitude ain't got nothing on me! Except for it's, guys, we're so glad to be able to pick this city of Denver to spend the week and play live music. It's one of our favorite places in the world to play music, honestly. I don't just say that. You guys are weird. We have a show here in Denver tomorrow as well, and it's gonna be a race. I don't know let me show you one. Would you please give it up for our opening bands, Arrested Youth and Half Alive. Please give it up for our crew who spends all day setting all this stuff up. And our lighting guy, Shat, back there, putting all the lights on, Honestly, dude, you messed up probably 11 times tonight. So instead of a cheer, could you guys all boo Shat for me? 3, 2, 1. Fix it! Would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh Dunn on the drums back there. Alright, until then, I know where you stand. Did we do okay for you tonight? Did we do okay? Please give it up for our opening bands, Arrested Youth and Half Alive. Yeah, yeah, yeah!
Don't leave!
Would you please give it up for not only our crew, but everyone else who works here at the venue for putting on shows again. Last but never least, would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh Dunn on the drums. This last year and a half of not being able to play a show has served as a great reminder for many things. You know, Josh and I have been playing music together for over 10 years, and every bit of that 10 years has been on the road, in front of crowds, and even small crowds, and then they slowly got larger, and then there were no crowds, then there were no shows, and I can't help but feel like things were starting to feel a little dismal. And like I mentioned before, I told Josh, I don't know if we'll ever play again. And I really did start to prepare myself for that reality. And you know, I thought, it's okay, maybe we can just keep on writing songs and releasing records, but never play a show again. But it's a show like tonight, I've wondered why. I've wondered why there's been a bit of fire missing, especially in the creative process, especially in writing songs and wanting to write songs. And I forgot how much getting in front of people like you guys and playing these shows is what's inspired us to continue to write songs. So thank you so much for giving us that. I want to take the energy from this room and go home and just start writing another record. That's what I want to do. So when that time comes, just know that we'll be thinking about this room exactly. So thank you for giving us that. I'd like to ask, do you have one more left in you? Are you doing okay? blessing. I've been thinking about you all night up there. You guys good up there, you know? Would you all give it up for our opening bands, Arrested Youth and Half Alive? Yes, 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 yes. Would you give it up for our crew who spends all day and all night setting all this stuff up? Would you give it up for your local crew, the people who work here at this venue? Who and last thing to give up, would you please give it up for your very good friend and mine, Josh Donovan. Guys, listen, we really do love your city. We've been here for about a week now, and like I said before, I can't think of a better place for us to kick off this tour. And thank you so much for being so nice. Thanks for dealing with parking. I show of hands, who's already thought about, oh man, I gotta go back to my car. I just saw like a 5-year-old kid think that.
I walked the state for you!
But seriously, it takes, not only does it take some dollars to pay for a ticket, but it takes time and energy, and I don't know, I just want you to know that I appreciate that you've made out time to come to this show, and we've given you almost everything that we have. We'd love to come back sometime, so have us back, would you? Until then. I have to ask, do you have one more left in you? You guys have done more for us than you'll ever know, so thank you so much for that. Would you please give it up for our crew who spent the day setting all this stuff up? Would you please give it up for our opening bands? Man, what a way to set off the week. We spend the week here in LA playing shows all week long, and I gotta be honest, I don't know how, it doesn't matter how big the room gets, I don't know how they're gonna beat this. So thank you so much for having us. One more time before we get out of here, would you please give it up for my very good friend and his legs, Josh Dillon, the drum major. How'd we do for you? Did we do okay? Did we do okay? Would you please give it up for the opening bands tonight, Arrested Youth and Half Alive? Yes, yes. I'd like for you to give it up for our crew that spends all day setting all this stuff up. One time for the local crew who works here at the venue, who's getting our shows back together. Would you give it up one more time for my very good friend and yours, Josh Dunn on the drums over there. did all right tonight, you know that? We have 2 more shows here in LA, and I want you to know that you guys have set a pretty high bar, so thank you so much for doing that. I'm going to be challenging them tomorrow to try to beat you guys up, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I have to ask now, do you have one more left in you? How'd we do for you? Did we do okay? Thanks for figuring out how to park here. Would you please give it up for our opening bands, Have Alive and Arrested Youth for our opening. Give it up for our crew who spends all day setting this stuff up. Here for your local crew who works here at the venue, who are getting shows back going again. And last but not least, would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh, during the drums over there. I want to be honest with you real quick. The truth is, and Josh can attest to this, before we came out here tonight, we were hanging backstage, you know, being bros. And I said, I don't really like this venue. I gotta be honest with you. You may have turned things around tonight. And maybe, just maybe, we'll come back again sometime. So, would you have us back? Well, until then. Is it possible that you have one more left in you? How'd we do for you? Did we do okay? Did we do okay? How'd we do in the back of the room all the way back there? You guys good all the way back there? It's not lost on us. It's not lost on us how special it is for us to be able to be up here on this stage tonight. I've said this before, but I want you to know that there was a moment where I seriously thought that it would never get back here on this stage. It would never happen. And it's only going through a valley like that does this mountaintop feel so much better. So thank you so much for coming to this show. Would you give it up for our opening bands, Arrested Youth and Half Alive tonight? Yes, 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 yes. up one time for our crew who sets all this stuff up every single night. And last but never least, would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh, on the drums down there. This is our third time, and I gotta be honest with you. This one kind of wiped the floor with the other one. And if you would have us, we would love to come back sometime, so have us back. How we do for you? Did we do okay out there? We got 3 more shows this week here in this city, and it's always very interesting to see that the energy and the spirit of a room doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the size and how many people are in there, because you guys are going to compete with the entire week. And I always try to the smart thing to do would be to try to take it a little easy on the first show. But every time I get here, I can't help it, and I end up blowing out my voice and trying to figure something out for the rest of the week. Just another metaphor for how you guys will always be picking us up when we're feeling down. So thank you so much for that. Is it okay we didn't play any of the hits tonight, yeah? That's what I thought. Okay. Would you please give it up for the opening band, Half Alive, and your rest of you? Give it up one time for our crew who spends all day and night setting all this stuff up. I'd like to hear it one time for your local crew who's working here at the venues, getting shows back running. Then last but never least, would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh John on the drums over there. You know, we got a couple more shows here in Chicago, but I want you to know that right here in the House of Blues, you guys set a bar, and I think it's going to be tough for them to clear it. You know, I know I've said thanks for coming, but I want you to know that you've got to figure out where to park. You got to drive home. Everything that is involved with coming out to a show, getting this thing back up and running, live music. Thank you so much for being a part of it with us today. You have one more left in you, yeah? How'd we do for you? Did we do okay? Yeah. Give it up for the opening band, the rest of the youth in half alive, yes. And one more time, would you please give it up for your local crew and the crew on our team now. And last but not least, would you give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh Dunn on the drums. Like I said earlier in the set, I do like this place. And you know I'm honest too, because not too long ago we were out in LA and we played a place called The Greek, and I told them right to their face, I said, I do not like this place. So for a few years, this ballroom had #1 in my heart, but I have to be honest with you, we took a break. This ballroom, for a little bit, wasn't my #1. But I'm happy to announce, even though our relationship is complicated, we're back together again. Seriously, thank you for one of my favorite shows in quite some time. Thank you so much. How'd we do for you? Did we do okay out there? Did we do okay for you? I know it sounds a bit cliche, and it's so cliche, in fact. I don't mention it usually when I'm here in Chicago. I don't usually mention it, but I want you to know, as a young kid, I was a huge fan of the Bulls, and it means a lot to be standing under these pennants playing music. Before we get out of here, would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh Dunn on the drums over there. Come on. You know, Chicago was one of the very first cities that we played outside of our hometown, where Josh and I looked at each other after that show. It was a smaller show, but we looked at each other almost 10 years ago, and we thought, how did that feel like home? It didn't make sense. So thank you again for making us feel like we're at home when we play these shows here. To ask, is it possible that you have one more left in you? Yeah. How we do for you? Did we do okay tonight? Yeah. Would you please give it up for our opening bands tonight? Please give it up for our crew who sets this stuff up here. Let's hear it for your local crew who are getting shows back up and going right now. Would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh Dunn on the drums. What's the score? It's 9-3. Are you guys losing? Are you losing? You're winning? Yeah! Alright, listen, it's 9-3, bottom of the fourth, plenty of baseball left to play, so don't get too excited. But thank you so much for sacrificing your night to watch your game, to come here and watch us play these songs. So. This first tiny show, man, this one it sets the tone for the rest of the week. So thank you so much for bringing the energy tonight. It means the world to me. Do you have one more left in you now? Joseph and Half Alive. To give him some credit, I don't know if you picked up on it, but Joseph is my little brother. He's been at his craft for a while. He's been working. He's been working on songs, been figuring out how to record, without any of my help at all. Woo! And then I just said, you know what, man? You will come out on tour with us? And he said, you're joking, right? And it was just a couple of months ago. He had never played a show before in his entire life, and this is one of his first shows up here with us. I'm proud of him, so, who spends all day and night setting all this stuff up. And would you please give it up for your local crew who are getting live shows up and running again? Last but not least, please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh Dunn on the drums. This up. I have to. It's the rules. But the good news is, it's only the 6th inning and you're still up 2-1, alright? Good luck. Would you please give it up to the opening bands, Half Alive and J. Joseph. Now, come on. Would you give it up for our crew who spends all day and all night setting this stuff up and tearing it down? And I want to give a shout out to your local crew here getting shows back going. Give it up for them now. But never least, would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh Dunn on the drums over there now. Like I've been saying, I want you to know I'm really appreciative of you guys sticking around and still listening to these songs and being here and coming out to shows. It means the world to us, seriously. Thank you. For knowing some of the new stuff too, that does mean a lot to us. I really mean it. But I get the feeling that there's some people in this room who've been around for a while listening to some of the older stuff too. And we would love to come back sometime, so would you please have us back in this beautiful city of Boston now? Come on. Until then. Now, do you have one more left in you, yeah? I know I keep saying it, but I'm curious. Are you good back there, all the way in the back? I see you back there. And my people putting on a show down here in the front, you guys did okay. Like I said earlier in the set, we're honored to be representing you tonight at this awesome event. And listen, we would love to come back sometimes, maybe have us back. Would you please give it up for our crew who sets all this stuff up? Would you give it up for your local staff who you've been working with that are getting shows and races back up and running? Would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh John on the drums over there. I want you guys to take care of each other, alright? Be safe on your way out. Be safe the rest of the weekend. And again, thank you so much for having us and sticking around for us. How we do for you tonight? Did we do okay? Would you please give it up for our opening bands, Half Alive and Jay Joseph down here? One more time, give it up for our crew who worked so hard all week long. Time for your local crew, your staff here that are getting shows back up and running. And last but not least, would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh John on the drums over there. All right, balcony, all the way up top, how we do? Do you do okay up there, yeah? It is absolutely not lost on us that we are playing in front of so many people that we have a balcony. So thank you so much for being a part of that upper deck up there. I wish I could meet every single one of you. Thanks for knowing the new songs, but I have a feeling that there's a lot of people in here who have been listening to us for quite some time. So thanks for sticking around. Have to ask, do you have one more left in you, yeah? How we do for you? Did we do okay? Did you have a good time? I'm gonna keep checking. I can't help it, but it is not lost on us that we are a band that can play in a room where there's an upper deck. So upper deck, are you good all the way up there? Could you see us? Could you hear us tonight? Seated section all the way around down here in the bowl. You guys good? You have a good show tonight, man? Our brothers and sisters down there on the floor. You good? Now listen, would you please give it up for our opening band, Half Alive and Jay Joseph? Maybe give it up one time for our crew who spends all day and night setting this stuff up. he burned the Michigan shirt. We're gonna talk about that. And I'd like to give it up one time for your local staff who are keeping you safe and getting shows back up and running again. And last but never least, would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh, down on the drums. We will, till there's no one left, we'll always come back home to play shows. So thank you so much for being here. Here in this city, more than anywhere else in the world, I know there are people who've been listening to our music for quite some time. So thanks for sticking around. Do you have one more left in you? Huh? How'd we do for you? Did we do okay? Yeah. Yeah, I don't need any audio, but let's just check the video real quick. Maybe if I sing to them, they'll score. Probably top 5 stupidest things I've ever said on stage. Alright, you can bring the audio up. I do, before we get out of here, I want to see if we can get a touchdown. That'd be This is huge. Motions out to the far left of the formation. They pocket 5. Pressure picked up short. Those players on the extra extra fields against Wilson. They've been battling all night. Brown does not get a flag. Here comes the field goal team. It's fancy on both the offense and the defense, but Castro Field. All right, his head is turned back. Listen, you know, I went to school there. I'm a huge Buckeye fan. I'd love to see 3 more points. It'd be one of the most cool things I've ever witnessed at one of my shows. That'd be really cool. So let's, come on now, come on. Give me 3 more. We knew it was going to be a battle of these Penn State DBs against the Ohio State wide receiver. This is literally I'd like to think that we gave him 6 points tonight. Hey, would you please give it up for our opening bands, Jay Joseph and Half Alive now. Give it up for those. Now, some of you may not have known, but Jay is my brother, and I'm really, really proud of him, and I just wanted to say that up here. Would you please give it up for our crew who spends all day and night tearing this stuff down? And I always want to give a shout out to the local venue staff who are keeping you safe and getting shows running again. Give it up for them. And last but never least, would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh, down on the drums. You know, we have one more week of tour after this, and I gotta be honest, this week here in our hometown will probably be what it is that I remember of this entire tour. So thank you so much for being here. And I really appreciate you guys learning the new songs, liking the new stuff, but I get the feeling there's a lot of people in this room been listening to us for quite some time, so thank you for sticking around. I wrote this song 10 miles away. How we do for you out there? Do we do okay tonight? Would you please give it up for our opening band? I would ask you to give it up for our crew who spends a lot of time setting this stuff up every day. And one time for your local staff for getting shows back up and running. Last but not least, would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh, down on the drums. You know, when I was putting on my coat, Josh didn't tell me what he was going to say. And when he was talking about being present, being here, not wishing you were somewhere else, looking out into the future, I was like, but I just want to echo that. There's a lot of times in our lives where we feel like we wish we were forward, we wish we were advanced, we wish we could move to a different season of our life. And now there's something about these shows specifically that remind us of when we first started playing. It really makes us stop and appreciate what it is that you guys have done for us. So thank you so much. Give it up for the openers, Jay Joseph and his band. Come on, come on. I do want you to give it up one time for our crew who works all day and all night. Please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh, down on the drums. But like I mentioned, this is all we wanted, and it is a dream come true to be able to play in front of a crowd this size. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you guys knowing some of the newer things, but I get the feeling there's a lot of people in this smaller room that's been listening to us for a while. I have to ask, do you have one more in you? The upper balcony, you guys good up top up here? Our people down there on the floor battling it out, you good down there? I'm sure you got to know some people. Isn't that interesting that sometimes the thing you take away from a show, even though we killed it, you'll probably also remember that weird guy you were standing next to the whole show. I remember what he smelled like. of you are smiling, the other half are like, I think I'm that weird guy. Hey, would you please give it up for our opening band, Jay, Joseph, and the fellas? Give it up one time for our crew who spends all day and night setting this stuff up. And keep it going for your local staff that are getting shows back up and running. And last but not least, would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh, down the drums. You got one more left in you? How we do for it? Did we do okay tonight?
L'ultima sessia.
Would you please give it up for our opening band, Dave Joseph and his friend? I don't want to make it, awkward, but he is my brother, and
brother.
we've been working on music all by himself, writing songs. I think he's really talented, and when I asked him if he wanted to come out and play shows with us, he had never played a show before. And for him to get out here in front of you guys, I just want you to know I'm really, really proud of you. Now, this was not an easy tour. Had a different size venue almost every single night, and that's not easy logistically. And so, usually at this point of the show, I'd like to give a little shout out to our crew, but I want to go a little step further, and if they can hear me, and I know they can hear you, guys and girls, thank you so much for what you did for us this tour. Our crew has been incredible. Shows running again up here. Last but not least, would you please give it up for my very good friend and yours, Josh, on the drums over there. It is not lost on us how special this is. The fact that we get to play these songs that we wrote in front of you. And to be in a room where there's a balcony, are you kidding me? Upper deck, did you guys have a good time tonight? I know it doesn't feel like it, but we can feel you. We can feel you all the way down there. And thanks for coming to the show, even though you're so far away from us. We're still working on trying to get a drum kit all the way up there. It's tough. I don't know what's next after this tour. I'm not totally sure. We've been operating under the shadow of such uncertainty. Like I mentioned earlier in the set, we didn't know if this tour was going to happen. And when we walk off this stage tonight, we're going to look at each other, Josh and I, and think, I can't believe it worked. I can't believe it happened. I've mentioned this before, but I want you to know that there was a moment there where I seriously thought that there would never be a show again. I didn't think the live music was ever going to make a comeback. It didn't seem like there was much hope. And I didn't know